Have you ever wondered why failure seems to follow some people like a shadow? It's a question that has likely crossed our minds at one point or another. In our society, failure is often seen as a blemish, an unwanted mark that we strive to erase or hide. It's a perception that can weigh heavy on our shoulders, shaping our actions and decisions. We often forget that failure in its raw form is a teacher. It's a master sculptor, chipping away at our rough edges and refining us into better versions of ourselves. And just like any good teacher, it doesn't let us off the hook easily. It makes us repeat the lesson until we've learned it inside and out. Perhaps you've heard the phrase, fail early, fail often. It's a reminder that every stumble, every fall, is a step forward, not backward. But what if I told you that some of the most successful people in the world have tasted failure more times than they can count? Take the story of Thomas Edison, for example. This man, who is synonymous with invention and innovation, wasn't always the genius the world reveres today. His journey was not a smooth ride on a sunny day. It was more akin to a tumultuous journey through a storm, riddled with countless failures. Edison's most iconic invention, the practical electric light bulb, didn't just materialize out of thin air one fine day. It was the product of relentless determination, unwavering perseverance, and an unyielding belief in the face of failure. Edison failed, not once, not twice, but thousands of times before he finally succeeded. Can you imagine the tenacity it takes to persist through thousands of failures? Now, you might be thinking, how did he keep going? Edison had a unique perspective on failure. He didn't see these unsuccessful attempts as failures, but as steps towards success. He once famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is what separated Edison from many others. He didn't see failure as an end, but as a means to an end. He saw each failure as a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to success. Beyond the light bulb, Edison held over 1,000 patents for his inventions. This achievement was not the result of a series of fortunate events or a stroke of luck. It was the outcome of a man who embraced failure, who viewed each unsuccessful attempt as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to inch closer to his goal. Edison's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and determination. His journey teaches us that success is not the absence of failure, but the ability to keep moving forward despite failure. It's about falling down 7 times and standing up 8. It's about finding 10,000 ways that won't work, and then finding the one that does. So, Edison's success was not in spite of his failures, but because of them. He transformed the face of the world not despite his countless failures, but because he wasn't afraid to fail. His failures were his greatest teachers, and they can be ours too. So, what can we learn from Edison's story? Well, first and foremost, it's the unwavering perseverance. Edison didn't give up after 1, 10, or even 1,000 attempts. He kept going, believing in his vision. That's a lesson for us all. Next, there's the value of learning from our mistakes. Every failed attempt is a lesson in disguise. It's an opportunity to grow, to refine our approach, and to come back stronger. Edison's journey to inventing the light bulb was paved with countless failures, yet each one brought him a step closer to his breakthrough. Lastly, it's vital to see failure not as a setback, but as a stepping stone towards success. Each failure is not a defeat, but a chance to learn, adapt, and improve. It's a part of the process, not the end of it. As Edison shows us, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. So, how can we apply these lessons to our own lives? Well, it starts with resilience. Resilience is not just about springing back from failures, it's also about pushing forward, persistently pursuing our goals despite the setbacks. Resilience is a muscle that we can all build and strengthen with practice. Next, we must adopt a positive mindset. This means viewing failures not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and learning. By shifting our perspective, we can turn every setback into a setup for a comeback. Lastly, we should embrace failure as an integral part of our journey to success. Remember, even Thomas Edison experienced countless failures before he invented the light bulb. Each failure brought him one step closer to his groundbreaking discovery. So let's start viewing our failures as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. And let's remember that resilience is the key to turning adversities into advantages. Remember, every failure is just another step closer to success. So keep going, and like Edison, you'll find your light bulb moment too.